talk about the POM tool, the point of measurement tool, and give you guys a demonstration on how to do it. I'm going to talk briefly about just some of the things that it does, and then when I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate the whole entire assignment. So if you think you're picking it up, you don't have to watch the whole thing. But anyways, here I go. So first of all, the POM tool, point of measurement, it's this little tool right here. And then remember, do you guys remember what it means if there's like a little arrow? That just means it's like the edit tool. So we don't have any point of measurements on our pattern yet, so we don't want the edit tool yet, but we can come back to that later if we like mess up or change our mind or whatever. So I'm gonna go back to the POM. Now I have kind of played around like, can I do POM on the 3D avatar? The answer is no, you can't. So I'm just gonna change it to the 2D window. I don't really need her. It gives me a little bit more room as well. Okay, so this is our point of measurement chart. So our first link is the body measurement, high point shoulder to edge. Hopefully by now you know what the high point shoulder is. It's going to be the top of the slope of the shoulder, the highest point. It's going to go straight down and measure all the way down. Now it does say high point shoulder to edge. So if you're looking at this jacket, you might think, oh, that's probably to the bottom, you know, where the rib is. It doesn't say high point shoulder to seam. So I'm taking it that it's going to be the length of this front pattern piece and then also the length of the rib. So I'm going to show you how to use the POM tool to measure the high point shoulder of basically the whole garment. So I'm on it. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to click that one point just one time. I'm zooming out. I'm going to pan straight down. I like to hold shift. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, holding shift, and I'm just going to click. Oh gosh. Click one time. Now, I'm not going to double click. I'm just going to actually go straight down and zoom in, click, and then pan again, zoom in, hold shift, and this is the end. So I'm going to click once, and then I'll just click one more time to finish it. So it looks like, I'm going to switch to like the Z tool. It looks like this is 2 inches my rib plus 17.506. Oh, and look at this, what it did here. For some reason, it looks like it added a point because my neck was sort of curved in. So that's interesting. So it looks like my actual like high point shoulder is going to be like half an inch, basically like 0.495. I'm just going to round up to half an inch. So plus 17.5. So really that's like 18 inches plus 2. So my high point shoulder should be about 20 inches when I look at it. So let's see if that's what actually happened. And hit the edit tool. And yeah, it is 20 inches. So they did not add this weird middle part thing. It is kind of weird how they like added a point when I didn't want to, but I guess it's just because it goes off the pattern a little bit. Another common measurement you're going to see is like the across shoulder. So I'm going to jump down to that one just to explain it to you guys. For those of you guys that kind of want to work on this yourself and don't want to watch the entire demonstration. So across shoulder. I know there are some like 2D pattern companies that have this POM tool and you can like click where your across shoulder is and just do half the pattern. And then you can say like double it. As far as I know, CLO doesn't have that feature, but what I do is I'll just click here, I'll go straight to center front, and then I'll come back. And so that way I'm kind of like manually doubling it. So watch and you'll see what I mean. So to do a cross shoulder, I actually want to extend my center front line just so I'm really clear where that is. So I can click this point and I can right click and I can say add perpendicular internal line. Okay, so this is so funny. So I want a line going parallel with the y-axis, but this is a perpendicular tool. So I have to choose the X, which is across, and that way I will get my perpendicular up and down line. Kind of confusing, but you'll get used to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna say I hit both just so I can see it on both sides. I actually don't care what the length is. For whatever reason, it's defaulting to 14.9. Who knows what yours is defaulting to, but I just want to be able to see it. It's probably too long, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to say, okay, so cool. So now I have a center front internal line marked just for my reference. So I can go back to my POM tool and I'm going to click where my shoulder is, the widest part of my shoulder. I'm going to click it on one time. I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to go to that center front line. I'm going to click just one time because I want the across front and I I mean, I guess I could jump over and also do the other side, but I think it's just easier to go back, especially if your pattern is symmetrical. And then I can click 2 times to finish. So my line was 7.8, but you can see the measurement is 15 because I went once to the left and then back to the right. I guess you could argue like I could also make a center front line on the other side. Click here, click here, click here, and then do my double click there, kind of like I did the high point shoulder. But I just think it's easier doing it this way on a symmetrical pattern. But again, there's always more than one way to do the same thing. Okay, one more demo before I demonstrate the whole thing. Is that to do curves. So let's say one of your POM is like the curve length. So get your POM tool, you click the start of it, and then you can hold, I'm on a Mac, I hold Command, and so I'm gonna hit Command again, and then I'll just do click, click to end it. So then I have my curve line as well, and then it looks like it's off a hair. So I'm gonna go with this edit tool, see if I have any wiggle room to like move it. Not really. Oh yeah, I do. I saw it. There we go. I think I saw a handlebar. No, I did not. That was made up. So yeah, so you're like a little limited, I will say, with the POM tool compared to like other 2D pattern drafting software programs, but it's still pretty good and great. You can get what you need done for the most part. I think that's all I really need to tell you, other than you do need to change your names here. So, our first one was our high point shoulder, and then the second one was the across shoulder, and then this was our front arm. Get that there, front arm hole. Can you click and drag or change these numbers? Let me see if I made that number 4. Yeah, looks like you can change the numbers too. Will it let me click and drag and reorder them? Not really. Doesn't look like that's an option, which that's fine. Because you can save this, and when you save it, it makes a file that you can open up in Excel. It's a CSV file. And so you can obviously like move the cells around at that point if you want. I don't see a way to change it. I'm going to right click and just double check. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just demo all of our measurements. For those of you guys that are kind of new to POM measurements, you're welcome to just watch and follow along if that helps you guys. If you're familiar with it, you're probably like, whatever, I can do this without watching this video, which is fine as well. Okay, so we need to do our chest circumference at armhole. Okay. So that's probably going to be this measurement down here. What is the width of the chest, right at the armhole? And it looks like we could do it on the quarter. So that means I only need to go across it once. So I'm going to go ahead and get my POM tool. I'm just going to click here, holding shift, zooming in, and click, click. Okay. So that was on my thing. It was actually number 2. So I'm just going to put number 2, and I'm going to say chest circumference at armhole. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alrighty. And it looks like, I'm already off spec, but I don't really care. That's also something for this assignment. I do not expect all your measurements to match this, sheet. A lot of times your first patterns don't match, and then you do fitting, you change them anyways. I just want you to put all the POMs, and it's totally okay if your numbers do not match this sheet, so don't stress out about that. Okay, so armhole, let's see, we have that. I'm just gonna change our armhole to number 3. Front armhole. I think it's interesting too, they just have armhole. They didn't say it's the front or the back as well. Some companies will do armhole drop. I don't know if you're interested in where that is. Oops, let me get out of that tool. So armhole drop is basically how far away it is from the high point shoulder. So I think what I'd like to do is make an internal line where the high point shoulder is. I'm going to make it perpendicular from the y-axis. Okay, that's probably big enough. Cool. So your armhole drop is going to be basically, and you can go anywhere in this line, from here straight down to here. And that would be like your front. Well, I guess the front and the back would be the same. Armhole drop. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna call it number 3 also. Okay. Okay, so number 4 is our shoulder slope. So I'm glad that I made that high point shoulder kind of perpendicular line. And then here's my shoulder point. So the shoulder slope is like the measurement from the high point shoulder to where the actual bottom of the slope is. So again, you get your tool, and there's my shoulder point. I can hold shift and get right up to that high point shoulder. Click one time, click again to finish it. So it's 1.5 inches. And that's actually what they asked us to get. So that's good. And it's number 4, so perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna do number 5, the across shoulder. I actually did the across shoulder already. It's right here. I guess I'll remember it, number 5. And then we wanna do the across front 5 inches below our high point shoulder. So here's our high point shoulder line, and we want another internal line 5 inches below. So I'm gonna right click this guy. I'm gonna say offset as internal line. Actually, no, I'm not. Cancel. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, no, this is the right tool. Sorry, had a brain fart there. Okay, distance would be 5 inches. I think it went up, so we could say reverse direction, and we'll say okay. So now this internal line is 5 inches from the high point shoulder. That's where our across front measurement is. So it's 5 inches below the high point shoulder. Now across front, they have the measurement 14. They're measuring it, the garment, as if the garment was zipped up closed shut. They're measuring straight across from like that armhole. We have a little space in between ours. So I think it's just easiest to just, because it is a symmetrical pattern, I'm just gonna click right here, and then I'll hold shift and click one time on the center front. And then I'm just gonna come back. I mean, I guess I could click here as well. You know, click one time and then do my double click here. Click right on it. Click, click. I guess that should be the same measurement as if I just clicked right here, went here, and came back. Yeah, oh, I think I might have clicked off a little bit. They're almost the same, so I guess I'm off a little bit just with my lines. But either way, whatever you guys think is easier is fine by me. So that's our across front. So, okay, so I gotta keep up with the names or else it's gonna get real confusing. Okay, this is also the across front. This is also across front, high point shoulder. Oh, that's gonna be, yeah. So this is actually number 6 as well. Okay, so then when they want to do the across back, also 5 inches below high point shoulder. So I'm gonna pan over to the back side. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out a perpendicular line to mark where my high point shoulder is. So it would be perpendicular from the y-axis. I kind of like it going both ways. Say okay. Okay, and then now I can select that guy. Okay. Offset. We want to drop it 5 inches. Is it going the right way? Yes. Okay. There we go. So now I have my mark of where my cross back is. So I can hit the POM tool. I can click see here, right on the pattern line. So this guy, I guess I can go all the way for this one. Click, click. Okay, I'm gonna cross back. Looks like we have, they asked for 15, we're at 14.8, we're a little shy, but that's okay. Cross back. 5 inches below high point shoulder. Okay, so number 8 is our front neck drop. Hand on over. So there's my high point shoulder, so it's really to wherever this is. So maybe I should bring out the internal line on the other side as well. Okay. Right click. Add a perpendicular line from the Y. Oh, there we go. I can get my POM tool, and I can click here and go straight down and click, click. Okay, so that's number 8, front neck drop. High point shoulder. Now notice it says high point shoulder seam. So I'm not including, or I'm not stopping at the trim. Like if it said from the edge of the rib, then your high point shoulder should actually like stop wherever your trim is. But this particular instruction says high point shoulder to the seam. So for us, let me zoom in. That's gonna be panning right there. That's our seam line. Okay, so now we need to do the back neck drop as well. So cruise on over here. We already have our high point shoulder line for us. I can hit the pen tool, or not the pen tool, the POM tool. I'm gonna start with the seam part at the lowest part of the back neck drop, holding shift, and I'm gonna click, click. Okay, I let go of shift. Let's try it one more time. Click one time here. Zoom in. Click, click. Okay, that time it actually did get exactly 1 inch. So that's going to be our back neck drop. HPS to seam. Okay. Neck width, seam to seam. So again, we're ignoring our rib trim to get this measurement. And okay, so here's my POM tool. I'm gonna click right here. I already have my center front line identified. So I'm just gonna click where the neck is open, the most wide point. I'm gonna go over to center front. I'm gonna zoom in, I'm holding shift. I'm just gonna click 1 time, and I'm just gonna go back. Again, I could have put a center front on the other side and hop over there, but I know this pattern is symmetrical anyways, so I'm just gonna go back. Click, click. So kind of that double click at the end. Okay, that was number 10, and that was our neck width, seam to seam. Okay, bottom opening extended. Okay, so bottom opening extended, we have some rib trim. Perhaps the rib is smaller. In this case, it's actually the same, isn't it? So when I say extended, it usually means like the elastic or whatever is pulled out to the fullest. So I think in this case for me, I might do the bottom opening on this pattern piece, because then if you did have a rib trim, you could extend it. So let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna click this here, and I'm gonna go back. Click, click. Okay. It's a typo. Okay. So this will be bottom opening. Extended. Okay, sleeve length. They want the shoulder seam to the rib seam. Okay, so that's easy. So the shoulder seam of where the sleeve gets sewn at the shoulder, so that's going to be right here at the highest point, and then to the seam of where it gets sewn to the rib. So easy peasy. So I'll just click 1 time, hold shift, zoom in, holding shift, and click, click. Okay, oops. So that's going to be our sleeve length. Shoulder seam to rib seam, not rib edge. A bicep is going to be 1 inch below the armhole. So I'm going to go back. Here's our armhole on the sleeve. It's the bottom of this like bell shape. So I need to go 1 inch below. So I'm going to click this point. I'm going to, let's see, I think I'm going to add a perpendicular line, perpendicular to the y-axis. So we'll go across. Let's see here. Both. Oh, it needs to be bigger. Actually, I don't need both. I just need one. I'm kind of zoomed in, so I don't know if that's long enough. Hopefully that's fine. Oh, that's way long. No problem, though. And then I'm going to drop this guy. I'm going to offset it as an internal line so that it's 1 inch. 1 inch. Okay. Okay, so now I just need to figure out POM what this measurement is. So we're going to click on our pattern line, click 1 time, panning to the other side, zooming in, panning, and clicking, and do my double click. Okay, so that's number 13, which is our bicep, 1 inch below armhole. Okay. Sleeve opening extended. So this time this rib really is a lot smaller, so they're going to want this sleeve opening of not the rib trim. Like what would the rib trim be if you pulled it to like its widest, I guess. So it's what they want is this measurement. So I'm going to click here 1 time, click, click, and then that's going to be sleeve opening extended. Okay. Then they have some rib details. They want the neck trim from the center back neck. Okay, so I guess the width of it at the center back neck. So I'm gonna pan over here. It's really just this measurement. Why is mine crooked? It's kind of weird. Oh well. Okay, so I actually don't. I think that I should have probably fixed my pattern. There's something wrong with my pattern. So I'm just gonna click here. I'm going to hold shift and do, well, I guess maybe I'll just do the center back seam. Click, click. Okay, so that's going to be, let's see here, neck trim from center back neck. Our sleeve opening relaxed, okay. So if it's not extended, then it would be this one down here. So I can just click here and click and click. Let's go ahead and do my double click, click. There we go. So that's our sleeve opening. One of the things I like about the double click is that you don't have to do it really fast. Like if you forget to double click, you just go back and click on it 1 more time. It's kind of nice. It's like less stressful. Okay, our rib height, I guess that means at the waist. So you really can measure it anywhere. I'm able to do it at that side. Click 1 time, click 1 time, click. That's going to be our rib height. Okay. And then, which one was that? Number 17? Oh, that was for the sleeve. Oopsies, I messed up. So, okay. Rib height, this is actually what I just did was number 18. Rib height finished at the sweep. Sweep is like the bottom opening of your garment. Okay, and then hand over here. You also want the rib height at the sleeve rib. So I forgot about that one. Okay. That was number 17. Okay, rib. Oh, sleeve rib. Rib, click finished. Okay, and the last one is our bottom opening relax, which is going to be our rib trim. So I'm going to click right there. I'm going to click here. That's only half of it. So I'm just going to go back. and click on time. There we go. They also had the half measurement, but that's fine. Let's do the full one. Okay, so bottom, opening, relax. Oops. Okay, yeah, where is our preview though? Yeah, so, okay. Cool, so there you are. That's the demonstration, how to take the POM measurements. I hope you guys learned a few things. If you have any questions, there are those PowerPoints I put in Canvas that demonstrate, illustrate all these different point of measurements. It's a good thing to really learn and get familiar with. So if you have questions, of course, reach out and let me know.